Good morning, ma'am. Today I'm going to present my FIM presentation, the topic of which is Union Budget Highlights 2022-23. So, the first sector we will begin with is economy. Capex target expanded by 35.4% from rupees 5.54 lakh crore to rupees 7.5 lakh crore. Financial year 23 effective capex seen at rupees 10.7 lakh crore. India's growth highest among all major economies. We are now in a strong position to withstand challenges. The goal is complementing macro growth with micro all-inclusive welfare, digital economy and fintech, tech-enabled development, energy transition and climate action. ECLGS cover expanded by rupees 50,000 to 5 lakh crore. Top focus of the budget this year are PM Gati Shakti, inclusive development, productivity enhancement, sunrise opportunities, energy transition, climate action, financing of investments. Productivity linked incentive schemes in 14 sectors have received excellent response. Received investment intentions worth rupees 30 lakh crore. Economic recovery benefiting from public investment and capital spending. This budget will provide impetus to growth. In 22 in 2022-23 states will be allowed fiscal deficit of up to 4 PC of GSDP. Now we will discuss about expenditure and deficit and other key numbers. Proposed fiscal deficit of 4.5% of GDP by 2025. Projected fiscal deficit of 6.4% of GDP in 2022. Revised fiscal deficit for 2021 at 6.9% of GDP. 50-year interest-free loans over and above normal borrowing allowed for states. Scheme for financial assistance to states for capital investment outlay to be rupees 1 lakh crore for 2022. Public issue of life insurance corporation expected shortly. Initiatives from last year's budget have been provided adequate allocations in this budget. Receipts from disinvestment proceeds in next financial year pegged at rupees 65,000 crore, lower than the current year's mobilization of rupees 78,000 crores. Taxes. Government vows a stable and predictable tax regime. Government to provide one-time window to correct omissions in ITRs filed, update, updated returns to be filled within 2 years. Any cess or surcharge on income not allowed as business expenditure. 1% TDS on transfer of virtual assets above a threshold. Gifts to be taxed. Surcharge on long-term capital gains capped at 15%. Alternate minimum tax for cooperative societies to be cut to 15%. The government will tax income from digital asset transfer at 30%. No deduction allowed while computing income except cost of acquisition. Loss cannot be set off from any other income. Gift of cryptocurrencies to be taxed at the receiver's end. A new provision to allow taxpayers to file an updated return. Updated return can be filed within 2 years from the end of the relevant assessment year. Duties on industries and jobs. Import duty on certain chemicals being to be cut. Customs duty exemptions on steel scrap will be extended for another year for MSMCs. Will revoke customs duty on stainless steel, flat products, high steel bars. Beginning October 22, unblended fuel to get additional duty of rupees 2 per litre. Import duty on cut and polished diamonds and gemstones to be cut by 5% and on sworn diamond to nil. ECLGS extended till March 2023. 60 lakh jobs added in next 5 years. Efforts of central state governments leading to jobs, entrepreneurial opportunities, digital ecosystem for skilling and livelihood to be launched. This will aims to reskill, upskill citizens through online training, API-based skill credentials, payment layers to find relevant jobs and opportunities. Infrastructure and manufacturing. This stack e-portal to be launched to promote digital infrastructure. Strategic transfer of ownership of Air India completed now. Four multi-modal national parks contracts will be awarded in financial year 23. PM Gati Shakti Master Plan for expressways will be formulated in next financial year. 100 PM Gati Shakti terminals to be set up in next 3 years. Focus on public investment to modernize infrastructure over the medium term, leveraging tech platform of Gati Shakti via a multimodal approach. PM Gati Shakti will pull forward the economy and will lead to more jobs and opportunities for the youth. Concessional corporate tax rate of 15 PC would be available for one more year till March 2024 for newly incorporated manufacturing companies. Steps on digital currencies. Launch of blockchain based digital rupee starting 2022. To launch scheme for taxation of virtual digital assets. Losses from sale of virtual digital assets cannot be offset against other income. Income from virtual digital assets to be taxed at 30%. Housing and urban planning. Rupees 48,000 crore is allotted to for PM Awas Yojana. In 2022, 80 lakh houses will be completed for identified beneficiaries of PM Awas Yojana. 60,000 houses will be identified as beneficiaries for PM Awas Yojana in rural and urban areas. 60,000 crore allocated for providing access to tap water to 3.8 crore households. In 2022, 80 lakh households will be identified for affordable housing schemes. Rupees 60,000 crore allocated to provide tap water connection. 5 existing academic institutions for urban planning to be designated as Center for Excellence with endowment fund of rupees 250 crore. Modern building bylaws will be introduced. A high level panel to be set up for urban planning. Government to promote use of public transport in urban areas. Proposal to reduce minimum alternate tax to 15 PC for co-op societies at par with corporate. MSMCs and startups. Rupees 6,000 crore program to rate MSMCs to be rolled out over 5 years. MSMEs such as Udyam, Ishram, NCS, and ASEAN portals will be interlinked. Their scope will be widened. They will now perform as portals with live organic databases providing GC, BC, and BB services such as credit facilitation, enhancing entrepreneurial opportunities, etc. G2C stands for government to consumer, B2C stands for business to consumers, and B2B stands for business to business. A fund with blended capital raised under co-investment model facilitated through NABARD to finance startups in agricultural and rural enterprises for farm produce value chain. Startups will promote for Drone Shakti PEPC investment rupees 5.5 lakh crore in startup expert committee will be set up to suggest measures to help attract investment. Education. States to be encouraged to revise syllabi of agricultural universities to meet the needs of natural zero budget and organic farming modern day agriculture. One class, one TV channel program of PM E Vidya will be expanded from 12 to 200 TV channels. This will enable all states to provide supplementary education in regional languages for classes 1 to 12. Digital university to be set up to provide education, to be built on hub and spoke model. One class, one TV channel to be implemented to provide supplementary education to children to make up for loss of formal education due to COVID. To launch national skill qualification framework to cater to dynamic industry needs. Agriculture. Government to pay rupees 2.37 lakh crore towards procurement of wheat and paddy under MSP operations. 2022 has been announced as International Year of Millets. Railways will develop new products for small farmers and MSMEs. A rationalized scheme to increase domestic oilseed production will be brought out in to cut down imports. Kisan drones for crop assessment, land records, spraying of insecticides expected to drive a wave of technology in agri sector. Ken Betwa river linking project of worth rupees 44,605 crore announced. Draft DPRs for 5 river links have been finalized. Finance startups to be incentives to aid rural enterprises. Natural farming will be promoted along Ganga River corridor. Government will promote chemical-free natural farming throughout the country to boost sustainable agriculture productivity and income of farmers. Thank you.